and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Candyman figure. Now this is a retro cloth figure. Now I would have preferred an ultimate version of this particular figure, but you know, I just decided to pick up the retro cloth figure mainly because I already have done like a retro cloth figure from NECA, like the Michael Myers one, and I thought it was okay, you know. So this one I just went ahead and decided to give it a shot too as well, you know. But I would definitely have preferred just like an ultimate form. And I actually do have like the McFarlane Toys version of Candyman. Now I'm actually holding it like this because it doesn't like sit up, you know, because the way it's made. So if I actually just try to lay it down, it'll actually be kind of like it will fall over. So I'm kind of like holding it like this. But yeah, that's why I just went ahead and decided to pick this one up, you know. Now I saw the first two Candyman films, but I didn't see like the third one. I forgot what it's called. But I actually saw this one in the theaters, like Part 2, Farewell to the Flesh. I actually went and saw that in the theaters when it was playing in the movies. It was like a long time ago. I know I was just a kid at the time, you know. But yeah, that's why I decided to go ahead and pick this one up. Because I must admit, like on certain like figures or like characters, you know, their cloth does look pretty good, you know. Like it does like fit some of them. They have like a coat or any kind of thing, like cloth type material. Does kind of fit them kind of I guess you could say type of figures, you know, basically. So I'm going to just get on into this right now. You can see this is the actual box that contains the Candyman figure. So you can see on the side like the accessories too as well that it comes with. And I don't recall that being the poster for it, you know. I think NECA this could be like a video poster. I'm not really too sure, you know. But you see it does says Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh up there at the top. I actually saw this one in theaters. And of course, you know, on the back, you can see that the figure itself too looks just like Tony Todd too, like the likeness to him. Now it has like a scripture too. It says Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. The Candyman arrives in New Orleans and sets his sights on a young woman whose family was ruined by the immortal killer years before. So I'm going to open this on up. I must admit, this is kind of cool. This is it's not really, I don't think like intended to be a diorama because it's just a cover, but it does look like pretty cool, you know. It'd probably be kind of awesome to kind of like have, like if I'm taking like some pictures of it, like some photography shots of it, have like the figure itself right in front of this. So I think that's kind of cool. Now of course it's like just the back of the packaging, you know. Another thing it says right here with what Candyman includes, he includes interchangeable heads and a rotting torso. Okay, as you can see, there's the NECA Retro Cloth Candyman figure. Now I must admit, I am impressed with this figure so far. It does look awesome, you know. It's like the cloth where the coat itself isn't like overly bag on him, so it does look pretty good. So what I'm going to do right now is actually measure this. It looks like Candyman is about, he's actually over 8 inches. Look like he's about over 8 inches in height. So what I'll do is actually talk about the articulation and the actual look of this figure itself. Now I must admit, that really does look like Tony Todd. It really does, I'm not gonna lie, you know. You can even see kind of like, I guess like the makeup that was like on his face, you know. That's kind of cool, like the dark like rings like under his eyes. Yeah, that's nice. Even like the hair and stuff looks like pretty good, you know. That is very awesome. The likeness to him, I think that's cool. As you can see, his head has like articulation too. You can kind of turn it like that to the side like that. It even looks up. Looks down. Actually, it doesn't look down too much, you know. If you don't have it like straight up like that, it doesn't. It kind of looks down, but not too much. But I must admit that is impressive. I think that's cool. And of course, this material right here is like cloth-like material. I am surprised. I think this is pretty good right here. I think this is awesome. And of course, as you can see, this right here is his actual his trademark weapon, which is the actual hook right here. You can even see like the flesh and stuff, where the meat from where his hand, you know, it was ripped off, and he got like the nails, I think, it screws now, I guess, which keeps the hook in place, you know. Now I know to be kind of careful with these. You can rotate it too, because I am very familiar with like the McFarlane Taurus one. You know, I know these can break if you're not careful. Now this one seems to be kind of like sturdy. You know, seems like it's okay. You know. I notice right here you can see that Candyman has on these like shoes too. Nicely done. And I guess what I do now is even like his hammer here, it rotates too. He has like the black glove on, looks glossy. So yeah, even the hook can rotate too, as you can see, and it seems to be okay, you know, not too fragile. But then I guess you can open his coat, as you can see. And voila. You also can, like his collar, you can actually bring this down too, you know. I like the way this material feels, and that's what Candyman has on like underneath, as you can see. You can even select the belt, you know, right there. He even has like this tie right here too as well. It seems to be real long though, that tie. And that's kind of cool. Even the belt, because this is actual real like cloth material, as you can see. See, like the belt could be moved and stuff. So I guess you probably even take that off if you want, you know. And as you can see, there's like the pants that he has on. They're kind of like these checker type pants. I guess you shouldn't look at them too hard; it might give you a migraine. But you can like you can lift his leg up too like that. I notice it like he doesn't really bend too well. I don't want to force it, you know. His feet can turn, as you can see. I do notice like this knee doesn't bend. Oh, okay, actually it does. So yeah, it does actually bend, as you can see. And then even the other one, I guess, can bend too. And he seems to stand pretty well, you know. I notice his arm also goes up too as well. You can raise it up. Of course, you can like bend it too. Trying to be careful too, because I know he has on this material, so I'm not sure where he's actually turning. But as you can see, you can like turn like the hand. And even this, you can I guess you gotta turn it. Gotta be careful, 'cause I'm trying to make sure I'm turning it at the right. Yes, as you can see, you can bend like both the arms, you know. Yeah, I can say he does seem to stand. Another thing too, this coat right here is actually it has like a wire in it, so you can actually bend Candyman's like coat, so you can actually bend it like this too, as if it's like blowing like in the wind. You can actually bend it like that, so I think that's cool. You know, it has like a bendable wire in it, so you can like bend it any kind of way you want. So you can bend it back in front of him like that to close it. Or you can actually just like bend it, you can have it like flapping like kind of like in the wind. That's awesome. I'm glad. It's cool they put the actual bendable wire within like his coat. I think that's awesome. And I do notice, I'm kind of surprised, but Candyman has peg holes under his shoes. I didn't even notice that. So you can actually put him on a stand, because I know like the retro cloth Michael Myers figure that does it, you know. So you can put like Candyman like on a stand too, as you see, you know. So that's kind of awesome. So I guess I just keep him with that. But he does stand, you know. Now the next accessory I want to talk about with the Candyman figure is his actual alternate head, as you can see right here. Detail in that is just beautiful, you know. It just really does like Tony Todd. I like how you can select the bees or the wapses or whatever those are like in his mouth and stuff, you know. I think that's awesome. Even like on his jaw. There's even one right there on his by his ear. And that's kind of cool. It's like he's like really like suffering or like in pain. So what I guess I'll do is actually try on this alternate like head right here on Candyman. There's the alternate head on Candyman with like the bees. So I probably would display them like this at times, you know. I think that's kind of cool. And of course, this is the head that was on him. Now the last accessory that Candyman comes with is this actual rotting torso, which has like the bees or the wasps coming out of it, as you can see. Because you can see this is like the rib cage up here. And you can see all like the bees and stuff coming out of what would be like the abdominal area. I like how you can actually see all like the bees too. You can see like the yellow like pinkish color of the bees. That's kind of awesome. Now when you look on the back, you can see it's like this. It has like these like clamp things. So what I think you do is actually clip this on Candyman's chest. So I'm gonna see if I can try it. It's Candyman with the rotting torso on too as well. So that's the one that would definitely go good with the actual like head, because you have the bees coming out the torso and out his mouth too as well. I must admit I am impressed with this. This is much better than I thought it would be, you know. I'm not too big, like I said, on the retro claw figures, but now they are starting to kind of pull me in, you know. Another thing I want to show too, I noticed you also can actually take off Candyman's tie if you want. So you actually can take this towel if you wanted to, you know. And that's kind of cool. But I probably always would like leave it on them though. Cause I know it's an overly long like tie, you know. Okay, there's the NECA Candyman retro claw figure. I must admit I am very surprised, and I can't believe that I actually think this figure is awesome, that I really do think it's an amazing figure, you know. The detail, like the likeness to Tony Tar, like the actual retro cloth, you know, it's just amazing, you know. It just feels like very lifelike, and I like that it's not overly too baggy, you know, and so on. So it does are pretty cool. So I am actually starting to get pulled into this line because, like I said, the Michael Myers figure I had based on Halloween 2018, that's what kind of pulled me into this, you know. But this figure is, I think, awesome, you know. I already think this is probably one of the best figures that I have from NECA, and it's retro cloth, you know. And like I said, I'm not like a big fan of like the retro cloth figures, so that's kind of amazing to me, you know. I'm very surprised, or really surprised, you know, that this figure is like amazing and better than I thought it would be, you know. So I guess I would definitely recommend this for fans of like Candyman or so, you know, because I guess this is based on this looking Candyman Farewell to the Flesh, which is the second Candyman film. Because like I said, I went and saw that one in the theaters. Back when it was originally in the theaters, I went and saw that one. Now, I didn't get to see the third one, you know, but I saw the original Candyman, of course. And then I know they got the reboot on the way, which I'm hearing is actually connected to the actual overall Candyman film series. I know Jordan Peele is actually producing it, you know. But yeah, I guess I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know. So this is the NECA Candyman retro cloth figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Candyman, 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 Candyman.